What is up, YouTube? So today I want to talk about my high school football experience and pretty much what happened through the 3 years that I played high school football, moments leading up to high school football. So I first started playing like football. I played flag football when I was 8 years old, and I decided I wanted to do something more physical. So I joined the Little League football in my area, and so I started that at 9 years old. I played every year up until high school, so it was five consecutive years before high school that I played football. Um, my team was never that good. Um, my team always had the bad reputation for like losing high school wise. Little League, I always had decent years. There was one year that was super bad, and it was the two coaches were young. They didn't understand what they were doing. They just disciplined and disciplined and disciplined instead of like focusing on skilled positions and stuff like that. But high school, I wanted to play for my high school since I was 9 years old. I knew that once I started playing for one team, I wanted to play the rest of my years through that one team. So I played 8 years total, 8, 9 years total of football for my one team. The first year I played, which was my sophomore year, because freshman year I just wanted to play my last year of rec league with all my friends. My sophomore year, we had a coach that was there for 3 years before. He had the program going in a decently like straight direction, until one of the parents complained that he was swearing and getting after the kids too much, which I don't think some parents understand. That's just how football is. You'll hear a lot of things you don't want to hear. That's why in my personal opinion, parents shouldn't be sitting there at the practices watching the practice. Let the coaches do their job, teach the kids how to play football. Yes, the coaches are going to get after the kids, but that's just how football is. Like, you need to discipline kids. You need to, have them pay attention. If they're going to fuck around, and not get anything done, then nothing's going to get done. I think personally he was heading in a good direction. The conditioning was at its peak for that team. Every morning we would do sprints and ladders early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning before school, and we'd do like 32 ladders and whatnot, but just a lot of sprints, a lot of conditioning, and probably that year was like the best conditioning I've been in football wise for a long time. We'd also do like the stairs on the bleachers all the way around like 3 times, but I feel like that helped a lot throughout the season because we weren't as gassed easily. We could last all 4 quarters, no problem. But yeah, in my opinion, I think that program was going really well. A lot of the parents complained and actually got the coach fired. Well, fired. He had to resign. And in my opinion, that's not the way to go. You don't need, like, it's just a complicated like situation that it was in over just like him yelling at some kids, which I could handle it because that's what I'm used to through football through so many years. And if you can't handle it, maybe you shouldn't be playing football. Just a little thing there. But so he resigned, and then junior year we got a new coach. So I was working my way up the roster. Junior year I ended up starting middle linebacker, which that wasn't really the position I wanted to play. Like, I played outside linebacker and middle linebacker all throughout Little League, and the year previously for the JV team. But junior year I played starting middle linebacker, and I really wanted to play halfback. They wouldn't really let me play halfback because they had favorites. That's how a lot of my high school experience was there's a lot of favoritism going on, but you can't really change that. Junior year was overall decent with the new coach. We're all trying to learn how he works and how he operates. There was a lot of skill specific drills that we did. We didn't do a whole lot of conditioning, which I think we should have done a little bit more conditioning because we were gassed by the second half. he, the head coach, I personally didn't mind, but there was a lot of things that I questioned with his coaching. Um, that year we went 0-10, and pretty much nothing was good about that season. We got close one game or two games, but it wasn't the way it's supposed to be. And so, yeah, I was a team captain junior year. Senior year rolls around. A lot of new kids started coming to the school just to play football. And they were Polynesian, and that's because my coach was Polynesian. My coach was Samoan, and a bunch of his nephews came to play football for us from Granger and schools I really don't need to mention, but the main one was Cottonwood. That kind of pissed me off, the kid that came from Cottonwood. It wasn't like nothing against him personally, but it's just how things went down in that situation. So I was lined up to be team captain. My senior year, playing football for 9 years total now, it was my time to be team captain. I stepped up to the plate. I was a team leader. I was there every early morning, every 2 days, making sure that my boys understood what was going down, that we needed to be good for this next season. I didn't take the football class that they wanted me to be in because I took it junior and sophomore year, but their football class didn't count towards gym credit because we didn't do anything really considered a gym credit, even though we lifted every time we had football class years prior. So I had to take a gym class so I could get caught up in my credits so I could graduate. They ended up choosing team captains in that football class because I wasn't a part of it. I had no clue. The next day I came to practice and he said the team captains. I was like, whoa, like what is this? 2 kids that were younger than me, that were both Polynesian, were team captains. And the one that pissed me off the most is the one that he voted in, the class voted in or whatever. I don't think they really did, but he didn't even represent our school. Every time we did jumping jacks and did our team name, he did his other team name that he came from the year before, and he was only a sophomore in high school. So I think that was pretty bogus how that he was a team captain instead of me. I did not like him. I actually almost got in a couple fistfights with him because of his attitude and his like just negative energy towards my high school, and yet they wanted him to be a team captain, which I didn't understand. So I mentioned that to the coach, how it was unfair that I wasn't voted a team captain because I didn't have the football class, and he tried telling me that it wasn't done in the football class, which a bunch of my homies that I grew up playing football with told me that it was in the class and that they were pissed off that I wasn't voted either. I don't think they voted necessarily in the football class. I just think he told the kids what happened. So yeah, that was a thing that pissed me off a lot. So senior year, I was voted voluntary team captain. So I would go out every once in a while and stay behind the 4 instead of choosing, like going up with the coin toss, whatever. I probably went up with the coin toss probably once senior year. It was pretty stupid, but it is what it is. I did what I was supposed to do. I played how I play. I hit hard, and about 4 games left of the season, I told my coach, I'm gonna play halfback. I didn't give him an option. I said, this is my senior year, let me play halfback. This is the position that I wanted to play, like, ever since sophomore year. So I played halfback for the last 3 games, and I was starting because I earned that spot through practice. I do not like people giving me things. I will earn my way through in life. I will earn my way through in positions on football, whether it be like the sports I play or whatever. I will earn my way up, and that's what I did. So I kept showing up to practice. I kept doing my thing, and I got it. it's all politics. So it just kind of pissed me off because every time I do get in a play with the ball, like say I'd get a first down, they'd pull me out. Good job, whatever. We're putting the other guy in. It didn't make sense because he didn't have any positive yards like that. I never want to see our running back get a first down, which was also the coach's nephew. A lot of stupid things like that went on. The last game of the season, I was running back for all of second quarter, and we probably got like 6 first downs. We were in the red zone. Coach took me out and decided to throw the ball, interception, 6 the other way. Stuff like that I just don't understand. If you're doing good with the running game, why change it? I know you have to switch it up every once in a while because they'll catch on to it. But if you're doing good and they can't stop you, why stop? You know? I don't know. High school football really changed my whole perspective on football. Made me not want to play football after that. As you guys looked at my videos, I tried out for a junior college in my state. I drove literally 3 or 4 hours to go down there and try out. Just realized there was 400 other kids trying out, and I wasn't nearly where I needed to be for that kind of spectra. Will I ever try out again? I don't know. Junior college really isn't in my perspective anymore. I'd rather focus on myself, on my own personal goals, than play football and mess up my body even more. The only injury I had for playing football for 9 years is a concussion my senior year. That was the only injury I ever had. I played a lot of hard-hitting positions, running back and linebacker. All throughout Little League, I played every single team there is, special teams, kickoff, kick return, punt, everything. But I don't know, I saw my worth go down as soon as favoritism was chosen throughout high school football. Favoritism will drive kids away from playing football. And what I would like to say to those playing high school football or kids coming up to play high school football, don't play for the coaches, don't play for anybody else besides you. Do what makes you happy, and if football don't make you happy anymore, don't play. You don't need to play just because your dad wants you to, your coaches want you to. If you're not feeling it, don't play. They don't necessarily need you. They want you, but they don't need you. Do what's best for you. Do what makes you happy. At the end of the day, if playing football, playing a high school sport makes you happy, do it. If it doesn't anymore, don't play it. Find something else that makes you happy. Make something else worth your time, So that's just all I gotta say for today's video. I know it's kind of long, a lot of different than most of my workout videos and stuff. But if you guys didn't know, I got in a car crash 2 weeks ago. I was sitting at a red light waiting to turn left when a car hit me on my driver's side. She hit me so hard that I hit the car next to me. It was worse because I wasn't moving, so I absorbed pretty much all the impact because she hit me on my driver's side. I currently have a concussion now. My symptoms are starting to be more and more less, they're starting to go away finally. The first week though was miserable. But thank you guys for watching, I really appreciate it. If you guys want more talkative videos like this, if you want to hear me talk about just life experiences with high school sports or whatever, let me know. I also did wrestling. Wrestling was actually one of my favorite sports. So let me know in the comments below what you think of these videos. If you want more workout videos, let me know. Just leave it in the comments below. If you have any sort of recommendations, just let me know. I don't mind constructive criticism. I like for people to help me out and work with me, but I don't have a lot of cool technology. I'm recording this on my iPhone, so if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.